the beta prototype is kind of the output of the product design. Now, the product design's real output, of course, is documentation because the beta prototype is only so useful, but at
Yeah.
least it sort of proves that those designs can actually come together into a real thing that can do a real job. Even if it's got a few warts, it's suitable for significant testing to confirm that it meets all the requirements. So
Right.
the product design kind of goes through the beta. The beta prototype, that's the sexy part, right? That's what everybody looks at, right? When you bring a beta prototype, here's your design, and it was wow, this is great. We're going to take it out to customers. The champagne is flowing, but the engineer for the customer, you say, wow, that's great. But where's the real design? Where's all show me the documentation? Where's the bill of materials? Where's the design of all the parts? Because that's the real meat of the design. That's the part of the design that will survive somebody losing the beta prototype while they were flying cross country,
Right.
Yeah.
right? So the beta prototype is a transitory thing. It's around until someone breaks it or it gets lost, or ends up on a shelf and then no one wants to look at it anymore. But that documentation, the design databases, whether it's electronic, it's on paper, whatever it is, that's the stuff that persists. That's where the intellectual property exists. But it's usually just the bare essentials, frankly, of the risky part of the design.
Yeah, I mean, the general rule of thumb in my mind is a beta prototype is, I'll say, more refined. It's more smooth. It looks a little prettier. It's more sophisticated, but it's not ready for production. This is not the thing that you're gonna produce in quantities. Um, but generally, it is more sophisticated than an alpha. But it really is product dependent, customer dependent. What is it? Funding dependent could be a big piece of
Yep.
it. There's a lot of overlap there, but in a very general sense, alphas are very basic and rugged. Prototypes are more refined, more realistic, and then you move into like the pilot production and pre-production kind of stuff.